And we are live. 7 seconds in. Murgoot's there with the old rock fingers. Let's get the let's get the chat sorted out. Where's my chat gone? Where did my chat go? There it is. Come on, behave. Good evening, everybody.
Our words.
Oh, hang on. Did you hear that, guys? There's a Harrian in the house.
Oh, I think I spoiled the surprise too early.
He's come to hold my hand for the final part of this stream. For the final part.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Oh, you're too kind.
I want it to be like the rest of it though, where I only give you slight hints as to I try and get you towards the right track rather than outright say, well, until you die 5 times.
Dude,
oh, that's not how you do it.
Do you know what? I was watching back on the last stream last week. I think I said this to you privately, and I was like, dude, how are you not as patient as you are? Because
Tash lost it. It was great.
I can't even remember what part that was. It was
well, you had the guy in the deep dive suit, whatever.
Oh yeah, and it was trying to get the wave, wasn't it?
Yeah, you were the bit that annoyed me the most is when you verbally said, "Oh, I have to look at it." So then you saw it and instantly turned away, and I was like, "What are you doing? You've just said what you need to do, and you've done the opposite." And then you got caught again, and you're like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm doing." And I'm like,
oh, hang on. Started botting. Bear with me. Oh. Stop talking. I'm just gonna put.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. Alright, just put performance mode on just to knock it down a little bit. There we go. Right, yeah. So, sorry, say that again, mate, because you were botting.
Sorry. So, yeah, you verbally said, "Oh, I need to look at him," and then next time you saw him, you turned around and got caught.
Oh, that yeah. Oh, yeah, that bit.
Because you just tried the same thing 4 times.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I kept when I was because I was looking at the chat and I was looking at me playing the game, and you were saying, because I kept saying, oh, because I was saying, oh yeah, no, don't look at it, don't look. Am I not supposed to look at it? And you in the chat, you're like the opposite, and I'm like, oh, no, just don't look at it. Oh, but it keeps getting me.
Yes, you need to do the opposite of not looking at it. That's what's not working.
All right, let's have a quick hello to the people in the chat. So we've got Murgoot, we've got Tash, we've got Enigmatic, and we have Mr. Gently Benevolent in with us tonight. How are you guys doing? I hope you are all good. And there's Tash actually told me about a storm that's happening over in Florida, or that's about to happen.
A bit more on the storm.
Well, yeah. Was it a hurricane? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what I meant. But yeah, so obviously, as we we have the Floridian touch on this channel and the main one. So you just want to give a shout out to people in Florida. Just make sure that stay safe and all that jazz. MGB on time for once. Absolutely. But yeah. So this will be the final part of SOMA tonight. I am determined to get through it. Regardless of what the time is and regardless how long it takes me to solve the most simplest of puzzles, we are going to get through it tonight. You have my word.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if you don't get to the credits by about even 12 o'clock. You'll probably finish it by midnight.
Yeah,
I imagine.
That's what I'm hoping. I don't. Yeah.
So much to talk about with this game. We'll probably talk till 2 a.m.
yeah. I have actually watched Mauler's review of this, like comparing this to Amnesia.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a pretty. I binge watched the entire series in one day while I was working, so I sort of had it listening.
Yeah, that series is what made me play it.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, no, I think you said that. Yeah, you have said that.
Yeah, it's a really good series, especially if you like the game, especially, and if you played Amnesia as well. It's just worth going through because we know Mauler is the god of objective media critique to me. So.
Yeah, he seemed. I know it was like a few years ago that he put that out. Is it just me, or did he sound a lot more chirpier in those reviews?
I don't blame him for being chirpier. I think that's before he got so blackpilled on the just how bad media's
I
got.
was to say, like the amount of time that's gone, you could just like sort of put that as
Yeah.
the starting point, and then to where he is now in terms of how he delivers stuff, and you can just tell all the all the shit media is kind of like just wore him down.
Yeah, well, I because I watched the latest EFAP today, and they covered Philosophy Tube, and she's saying, "Oh, like what is meaning in art?"
Hmm.
And they were like, "Oh, hopefully this will be a really interesting video." And I really like if that was episode like 2 or 3 of EFAP, they'd just be laughing at how boring it is. But this time they were just like, "Oh, this is just depressingly boring. Let's talk about other stuff for like
I did start
50
what.
minutes."
Yeah, to be fair, I actually started
Yeah.
watching that or listening to it, I
Mm.
should say,
Yeah.
Saturday, I think it was, or Sunday,
Mm.
um, while I was doing my morning job. I think they had Destiny. It was that's the one with they had
Yeah,
Destiny,
it's
wasn't it? Yeah,
Destiny. Yeah,
yeah. Um,
Destiny, which is a girl's name,
it's a computer
well,
game name.
stripper's name, really. That too. Yeah,
That too.
true.
And
Yeah.
Ackman started playing a second one. I saw again after like a few
Yeah,
years.
yeah, he put out a video about it. I'm yet to see it. Oh, that's another YouTube channel I love. They're
Yeah.
two people I'd love to have on my channel at some point. I
Mm,
don't think I. It's not enough media I could. Well, I could probably talk about Mauler and Fringy about The Simpsons for literally hours, but
yeah.
I think with Actman it'd be all Call of Duty as well. So
Oh, speaking of The Simpsons, I was showing my wife today about the like just the occasions where Simpsons just use the word wanker.
wait, what did they use? Really?
Yeah.
Did The Simpsons use that word?
Yeah, several times, several times. There's one where,
Really?
yeah, there's one where Homer's watching like it's like he's watching, I think it's PBS, and Bart's like, "You're
Yeah.
watching PBS?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm watching it.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
watching chat." And it's like the Irish drunks, and like they got like the Manchester like flag in the
yeah. I was
background.
gonna say they're
Yeah,
the Mancunian drunks. Yeah.
yeah. Homer uses the word
Very
wanker then, and then of course
yeah.
there's the one where he becomes like the sanitation. Um, oh, it's one.
Oh
It's one of my
yeah,
favorite.
the
That's it.
garbage man can. Yeah,
Yes, that's
yeah.
like one of my favorite episodes, and yeah, they've obviously got
He
U2
doesn't
on
tell me.
stage, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go." Bono starts going on about the environment, and they're like, "Oh, for
Yeah.
God's sake, here we go! Right, let's go for drinks." Then one of the guys like, "Oh, can I come?" And they're like, "No." And as they
No.
walk off, yeah, as they walk off, he's like, "Wankers," and then
Oh,
and then at the end of that same episode, they're
yeah.
on a plane, presumably flying back to England, and the same guy who called them wankers is like, "Oh, I've got my spoons here," and he's like, "Oh, I always take a spoon wherever I go," and he's like, "Oh, can I have a look?" Yeah, and then he throws a spoon and it hits Mr. Burns on the head, and then and then Burns pops over the seat and is just like, "Wankers." And I heard
Yeah,
that. I
I
heard
need to
that.
do these again.
I heard that when I was like 8 or 9. Might have been a little bit older to be fair, but I was around that age. And they had that episode on BBC Two at like 6 o'clock in the evening.
I was gonna say that'd be back when it was on BBC Two.
Yeah, and it was like 6 o'clock in the evening, and they didn't censor that out.
No, yeah, the Channel 4 are actually really harsh about censoring it out. Disney Plus actually don't censor that anything out. Well, no, they censored the Michael Jackson episode on another one, but I can't remember which one.
Oh, really? They
Um,
censored that one?
yeah, they don't have the Michael Jackson episode on Disney Plus.
What? Because
So
of?
because Michael Jackson's an alleged paedophile. I think.
Oh, don't let Razor Fist hear you say that.
Well, alleged.
Yeah.
You know, I think he'd be all right with that.
Um,
Anyway, you're 10 minutes in, and I don't really want to keep them away from
no,
the
it's not.
best game ever.
Before we do that though, I do have we did a stream on Friday where we had a little quiz, and I do have a question for the people on stream right now, and it should be up on your screen now. So the question is, the correct response to a Crime Guy video is to A, subscribe, B, like and subscribe, C, rethink your priorities, or D, clap.
I just want to make a comment. I am very disappointed that you didn't use the classic Chris Tarrant.
No, right. Heads
Who
up.
wants to be a millionaire?
Heads up, this was Admiral Belzadil who made this. Shout out to Admiral Belzadil, if he's in the chat. Yeah, he made this, and I just said to him, right, that's it. I'm using this for every live stream I do now moving forward.
I like how everyone has the same idea as me, which is to go for D.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll take that. I will take that. You lot, you can fap away.
Maybe I'll EFAP this stream.
Ooh.
No, I'm not going to do that because it is just going to be me crying while you can't play.
Right then.
Oh my god, Fortnite.
Yeah, it's my kids, mate. Yeah,
You need to beat them.
dude, that's harsh.
It's
Right.
not for Fortnite players.
So the Ark is on its way to Phi on an automated tram. Simon just needs to make sure he gets there as well. Oh, yeah.
This is probably the perfect part for me to actually join in.
Oh, sweet. Stream on Simpson songs is needed after you reminded me for the Trashman episode. Yeah, I remember that. Who can, and then like Oscar the Grouch comes out. Who can? I remember I lost my shit when I saw that.
Knows where you live.
Alright, here we go. Oh, let's touch his balls again. Just to.
It's not coming through properly on Discord, but luckily I have quite a good memory of this.
When you say it's not coming through properly, what do you mean? Is it?
I mean, it just says stream paused on Discord. Hang on, I'll restart Discord. It might be that. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Yeah, let me try.
Site Alpha? I thought that was made up. Made up. Then someone should really fire Johan Ross. Tell him there's no reason to walk these tunnels anymore.
I'm back, baby.
Hey.
The section is gonna collapse.
You see it?
Try spending some time in the abyss, sweetheart. You know when shit's for real.
Catherine, move up. Come with me. Okay.
Hey, wait for me. Careful with the arc. Take it easy. It's not going to. Oh. For a moment, I thought it was going to collapse.
Mate, that is almost comical. Okay. Am I on my own? Harrian? Harrian? Say something, Harrian. Oh no. Where's he gone? Tell you what I'm going to do. Let me disconnect Discord. Okay. Right, I'll disconnect Discord for the meantime then. Oh, get a bit of a lag on my Alright, can you hear me? No, it's not connecting. Great. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we will get the technical issue sorted out at some point. I'll tell you what, Harry, you stay on the stream. That'll probably be better for now, and then I'll get this sorted out in a sec. Oh my god! Oh fuck. Oh my god, my pad is... Right, I've got a massive lag in my control pad. Hold on. Right. Oh, why is my control pad lagging? Keep moving. Yeah, I can't... Do you know what, right? I can't make any promises. I think... Oh, fuck me, where do I go? Where do I go? tell you what, my pad. This explains so much. Why is my control pad doing this? Why am I walking into a dead end? Oh, this way? No, I don't know. I think it's just the game's having a bit of a... Oh! No! No, 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 no! God! Alright, well, we're at Site Alpha. Oh, I can't play like this, man. It's... Oh, actually, okay, no, the pad's... Okay, right, guys, the control pad has sorted itself out. That's the good news. I'm gonna shut down Discord. No, it's okay. The control pad's fine now. Right. I'm just gonna restart Discord again. Probably the game loading next area causing lag. Might have been, to be fair. Although I wouldn't write it off, being my controller. No, to be fair, Harry, and I think what happened was when I started screen sharing the game, my Discord does this funny thing where it just kicks, where it won't load properly. You're still showing in my pub chat as well, so hopefully when I come in, I should be able to hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yay! There we go.
I am so upset that I couldn't react to you live, losing your mind. Ross appearing on your screen.
Dude, oh, have I just gone back? I've just gone out. Hold on. Let's go back in.
I'm a few seconds behind on the stream. It will do.
Right.
I'm gonna listen to your audio and mute while I laugh.
Okay. Can I? Oh, I saw. No. Oh, lift up. That'll work better. Oh yeah, it's only a few seconds behind, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Don't worry about it. We're in Site Alpha anyway. I pretty much memorised all this bit because I rewatched myself playing this bit.
Oh, nice.
So, best part of the game. Well, it's not ages. It's by far the best part, especially to watch.
Oh, mate. You know, the second you left, right, I just felt so unsafe.
Oh, it's not my job to make you feel safe.
No, I know, but yeah, you were doing a great job, just being here.
How safe do you feel in Site Alpha?
Not very safe, to be fair.
Good.
There's a gloob here. I might just stick my finger in it just to... Oh, no, it's not.
Giggity.
Alright. What's this? Do I... No. Can I have a look around? Let's have a little look. By the way, actually, while I've got you guys in the chat, just so you know, I'm making some changes to the channel. So, the live channel, this one right here, this is basically going to be primarily gameplay moving forward. Now, I'm going to move the Florida stuff back over to the main channel. But if you didn't catch it already, there was a quiz that we did on Friday, and I won't lie, I really enjoyed it. And so the sort of Florida Man content will be sort of rebranded as a Who Wants to Be a Floridianaire. And the stream on Friday had 15 questions, but I will be increasing that to 21. And that stream is all ready and good to go now. So
There you go.
get...
Innovative.
Yes. and it will be a bit more of a global theme because GB, you mentioned on Twitter the other day that I was kind of missing a trick by sort of highlighting some of the stuff that goes on in the world. So some of the questions will actually be related to stuff that's happened around the world. Am I supposed to go? No. Hang on, what am I supposed to be doing? Maybe I'll go around that way. Or is there a door or something that I'm missing? Oh yeah. Over here. Is that a gloob?
I can't actually remember how you get past this bit. Even though I watch myself. Oh, there, yeah. I'm a few seconds behind. Yeah. It is a bit of a maze, this bit, to be honest.
Oh, God.
What are your thoughts on the WoW?
I think it's interesting because obviously I've missed quite a bit of the game in favour of Jesus.
Just tell me what you want.
I'm gonna try and mute myself when I laugh.
No, you
ruining the atmosphere.
no, you go for it, mate.
How?
Wait. Wow, is
What are you talking about?
right.
They needed to take it to Alpha, the fountainhead of the misery we created. And then the girl, she figured it out. She was going to take care of it, but the WoW shrieked.
Oh, don't like this guy, man.
You took the gel from the and made yourself into a venomous snake.
I take it he's, well, I don't take it. I know he's scary.
Yeah.
You are the snake, Simon. Now strike.
Which was the idea,
Oh.
I believe.
So, okay, from what I can gather then, he's not here to hurt me, then he wants me to destroy the WoW. So yeah, talking about the WoW, yeah, I think it's quite interesting because from what I've learned, not from my streams, that's for sure, because I've just been dashing from one end to the other as best as I can. Excuse me. From what I understand, its main job now is to preserve life, but because it's artificial, it doesn't really understand the concept as to what life actually should be, and so it's created it in what it perceives to be, if that makes sense. And it's keeping people alive because of its main objective being that well, it's trying to preserve the human race. So I mean, in terms of, oh, there he is, oh my god, he's there. So in terms of oh,
What
okay.
the hell is that?
It controls all the structure gel on Pathos 2.
Where'd you go?
What to do is poison the imprint, and the heart will unwillingly spread it across Pathos 2, killing it. Feed it, Simon. Push your arm into the heart.
Okay, but and then I present.
Do it.
Shut up! I'm trying to talk. So, but the problem that I have is the WoW actually, you know, what the WoW is doing? Is it evil? Because it's essentially it's just doing what it's programmed to do.
Can't let the WoW continue producing its filth.
I mean, I'm not influencing you one way or another here.
No.
I'm waiting until you make these decisions.
Yeah. Like, I mean, what's the purpose of destroying it? I mean, the human race is destroyed now anyway. It's dead. We saw the last person.
Back off, okay?
We saw the last living human die. You know, we were the one who switched off the life support.
I'll say on that point, the last unmolested person, because you've seen
yeah.
people who the WoW are keeping alive.
Yeah, and then well, there is that as well. There is that because those people are obviously suffering. But then, how do we know?
Be consumed by WoW's nightmares.
I mean, what's your thoughts at the moment? Are you, with Johan Ross, are you going along with his plan, or has he scared you?
I just don't know. I don't know. He's intimidating the shit out of me.
Oh, it's the moral questions.
Like, am I doing? Yeah, am I doing it out of fear? Am I doing it out of fear, or am I going to do it out of? Ah, no, geezer just. I mean, I assume I go that way if once it's done. Oh.
Back off, okay?
Do you know what? Right, we've had 100% kill ratio on this game so far. What's another one? But
Well, yeah, you've even killed people you didn't need to kill. That was the funniest part.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what? Shut up! I'm gonna do it. Oh mate, it looks like a bumhole. Come on then. Oh, that is grim. Oh, mate, there is so much wrong with that imagery right now. No!
I'm doing my best not to make jokes here.
Mate.
I'll save it for the end.
Oh my god, my hand's gone. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you
Please.
corrupted it.
I did what you
Took your
wanted.
arm. It's
You can't leave.
Yeah, I can.
The only way to make sure that WoW stays dead is to destroy the only one who's immune to
No, no,
I'll make it quick.
no, you don't. What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, Leviathan X.
Ugh. That is some Deus Ex Machina shit right there.
Yeah, I think they could have been a bit more clever with it, but you know, it's one of those things that stops it being 11 out of 12. So
Yeah.
it's still a 10. I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh shit! Run! 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 Lights. Follow the lights. Follow the lights. No, follow over here. Follow over here. Oh my god! 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 Under here. Get under. Oh mate, let's make myself feel a bit better. Do I get my hand back? Mate, that sounded so cringe.
I didn't know it was a health point then.
Ugh. Alright, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. Don't move, don't move. Ah. Okay. Stop spazzing. Mate. So that's the Leviathan.
Yeah, it's basically a. I think it's supposed to be a giant squid that's obviously been wowed.
See, that's another thing as well about the WoW. Like, it's not just corrupting the humans, but obviously there is still life that can be corrupted by it. So, you know, by getting rid of it, you kind of do the right thing in that regard, I suppose. Right, go. Go 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 go. Oh Jesus 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 Jesus. Get under here.
Yes, Dash, it is basically a kraken.
Yeah, Kraken. Oh my god.
Side-wide.
No, still making noises. Go. go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. It's gonna come up behind me. Oh! Ah! I'm dead.
I think you've got covered. Oh wow, how did it catch you there? Obviously I'm a couple of seconds behind.
Shit, 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 shit. Go, 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 go. Get up. I'm running. I'm trying to run at least. No.
You are doing the right thing. It's
Oh, am I?
just timing more than anything.
Yeah. I thought I was dead then, man.
I'm not even sure if this thing kills you, you know. Oh no, it does actually, yeah. No, you're in danger.
Oh, mate, patience, innit?
Yeah.
Go. Go, 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 go. Shit.
You're running like a fat man.
I know. Right, presumably I'm going to be safe here, but then again... I've just got to get in there, haven't I? Yeah, presumably I've got to get there, haven't I? Mate, that does look pretty incredible, doesn't it?
The Leviathan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Leviathan.
Oh yeah.
Mate, my
Oh yeah.
freaking heart is racing.
It's great design.
Mm.
I'll try not to comment as much because it's very funny when you get scared.
Go. Let me in, 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 let me in. Oh no. Oh, thank fuck for that. Do I want to shut the door?
You're safe. Well, welcome to Thigh. Well, I'll let you explore a bit. I think you'll like it.
I feel like I'm safe now for a little bit. I don't feel like there's anything here now. I say that, I could be wrong. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Let me think that. No, I don't know. You know me, I like I'm not telling you anything. I thought I'd just be on for the post credits, but honestly I'm quite... I mean, it's not quite seeing it live, but kind of piecing together how you're getting through it's quite entertaining as well.
Fine, right?
Just through your verbal
Hope they aren't gonna
communication.
hear in one piece.
Control room. Yeah, we'll have a little look around. Let's have a little look around. No, okay. Screw you then. Can I not open that? Nope. Oh, presumably I'll put her on there. Hold on, before I do that. Okay, actually no, because she might open up the other doors. Go on in, you son of a bitch.
Oh, don't mean to,
What the hell
Catherine.
happened to your arm?
It's complicated. I just need to know one thing.
Ah.
I'll have both my arms in the Ark, right?
Yes, of course. Are you okay though? Can you do stuff?
Yeah. Let's just get this over with.
Did you find the Ark?
I did, but I kind of lost it on my way here on an automated tram thing headed to Phi.
Ah.
It should be around somewhere.
That's great. Let's go get it.
Can you find it, perhaps? Ah, let's have a little look.
All right. Phi is up and running.
Huh. Power relay.
Did you find out what happened to the Ark team?
Not really. For some reason, they didn't go through with the launch, so they took the Ark back to town.
I hope everything's okay with the space gun.
Yeah, I doubt I'll be able to repair one of those.
Oh, toilets. Oh,
Oh. What have you found?
just an absolute mess. See, Ricky didn't clean up the night before. Lovely. Storage.
This feels like the longest day of my life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Has it
Wow.
just been one day?
Get it?
I have no idea. Our time together is a confusing.
Can't believe you not made that
patchwork
joke,
of
to be
films
honest.
me.
What time is it?
What? Wow.
What day?
It's
Yeah,
in the middle of
exactly.
3:30 a.m.
It's such an obvious. It's
I
such a
don't remember
you
when it
joke.
started.
I know. Yeah, yeah. What are you trying to say?
Trying to say you're a dad. That's literally all I'm trying to say there.
Oh, have I got to go? Ah, presumably I've got to go down there. What about here? What's this? Oh, the launch dome. Okay, so... Excuse me. Hang on, why is storage flashing?
A satellite is loaded into a shell.
Yes.
The shell is accelerated by electromagnets along the barrel.
Okay.
Enough momentum to escape Earth's gravity is gained before progression.
Awesome.
Reaching space, the satellite will shed the shell and unfold. Onboard thrusters settle the satellite into an orbit.
Don't say that, Harrian. Not behind me. Stop it. Right. Contents. Alright, fire cargo bay. Requires manual offload. Okay. Okay.
Did you notice something about the ingoing and outgoing stuff?
Let me go and have a look. Herbert. Oh, Catherine Chun. Hang on. 456. There's no Chun. And there's no Herber. Unsigned Herber visit launching the Ark. One last visit. Where's Herber? Oh.
You know,
I just thought, have a
I
bit
woke
of
up in my
thinky
bed
about
today.
that.
It just happens to have happened 100 years ago.
These sort of things, that's why I love the game. It's little
woke up in my
details like
bed
that
today,
that
100
they're
years
so easy to overlook.
Yeah.
But
Who am I?
there's so much visual storytelling.
Mm.
I mean, you remember when we played Left 4 Dead and there'd be like corpses just somewhere with blankets over them? It's like a bit of visual storytelling there. This game has that
Yeah.
ranked up to 11, and it's so easy to miss. There'll be loads of stuff I missed in my playthrough as well, but it's just stuff like that
It's
makes
crazy
you
to think
think
where I
and
am.
sets some
Not only is this the
expectations.
future, it's in the middle of a sea.
Yeah.
I know nothing of this time or
Yeah.
what the world looks like.
Obviously, I'm not telling you much,
Not
but
much to
your
brag
mind's going to
about
be going,
now. Before the comment, I guess it was
why
okay.
for 6 come in and
Yeah,
4 gone out?
better not oversell.
Why did I
Well,
just-
Herbert came in and
Might
never
change my
left
mind about the
himself,
Ark.
so.
You seriously not gonna tell me what happened to your arm?
I had to make a quick stop at Site Alpha to help kill the WoW.
What? How? Why?
Stop it from torturing the memory of humanity.
Okay, let's just get back to work.
I feel like I'm wasting these. I don't like the fact.
What will you do when you get into the Ark?
Did that work?
What's the first thing?
Make sure the Ark is safe,
No.
Oh, the
stabilize
hell.
flight path, activate solar panels.
Oops.
What's the first human thing you're gonna do?
Ah.
Watch the clouds roll by? Does that count?
I'd say so.
Aha!
Alright, found the Ark.
Good job, Simon.
There it
Just
is.
need to find
What's
the
left of
assembly space
humanity.
so we can stuff the Ark
Because
in
you
the
killed
shell.
the last human, you terrible person.
And she wanted to die. To be fair, she wanted to. It wasn't like
And you granted her last wish. That's not what God would do, just saying.
well, she didn't off herself, so you know she's not going to hell.
And,
Hang on a minute. How do I get this up? Through
oh,
here,
wow, that's
perhaps?
an interesting question. I'm gonna wait to ask.
Ah.
Well, you're not gonna care. You're not the Christian.
Yeah.
Now that I think
Oh,
about the question.
that's Herber. That must be
Are
Herber.
you suggesting we keep it down here? Doesn't that defeat the whole purpose? Eternity among the stars, remember?
The people inside the Ark won't know the difference. We can just keep it down here, and we don't have to risk the Ark being shot through 5,000 meters of broken barrel, and then pushed
No,
through
Tash,
another
no.
100,000 meters of a dust-filled atmosphere.
Will the casing stand all that pressure?
Well, the odds aren't great.
Catherine, say something.
I don't care what you think. I'm launching it.
No need to be like that. Let's just hang on to it for a while and think about it. We can launch it later.
No, that wasn't the deal. We needed to save them. To launch it. Out there, it's hope. Down here, it's a fucking terrarium waiting to die with the rest of us.
Come on, Catherine. It's not asking much. Let's just think about it before we risk the only hope humanity has to survive this hell.
No, we launch it today. This is my project, my Ark.
You tell him, girl.
It's bigger than that. Don't you get it? It's not for you to decide. We're talking about the fate of mankind.
Get away from the Ark.
Dude, I don't like that
I'm
last
taking
twisting.
it.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna let you ruin this.
Stop it!
Guys, calm down.
Get away from me. No.
Wait, what are they doing to her? Hold on.
What the fuck did you do?
It was an accident.
No,
Talk to
no.
me. Catherine.
That's Catherine.
Oh God. Catherine,
Did you say something?
it's you. You had an accident.
What do you... Oh. You mean Catherine.
How does that
Don't
make
worry,
you feel?
it's better this way.
Whoa, that is mental.
I was very sad when I got to this bit.
Yeah.
She got like right to the last step and she just got killed for. I don't even know why they didn't launch
I
it.
know.
Um,
Right, presumably I'll put it in here.
Well,
I think I found the
they
assembly
actually
space.
do
What do
explain
you see?
why.
It's like
it's-
a huge open
They're not
shell
even sure if
bullet
the
ready to be loaded.
That's great. All prepared for the
Ark
Ark.
can make it to space. So.
On it.
So where do I
Which
go?
is fair enough.
Where do I go now? Do I... Dude. Oh, Catherine.
How did she die?
You got into a fight with your colleagues. They didn't want to risk launching the Ark. Thought it might not make it through the atmosphere.
They killed me?
I'm sure it was an accident. They were just trying
Yeah.
to stop you from launching.
Yeah, but what? Like, why were they stopping her from launching? Just because it would be a better chance down here.
How could they kill me?
Well, they didn't know if the space going to survive the
Yeah.
comet
I just
impact.
thought they trusted me.
And obviously you're just
Come on, don't do
launching
this to
the
yourself.
arc into, well, it's like a gun that's got a blockage in the barrel. You're just going to destroy the bullet, and in this case the shell.
Alright, so what do we do now? I suppose we go to launch room.
Did you have friends in Toronto, Simon? Real friends?
I had loads of friends. I was well popular.
Jesse, Sean, Kevin.
I always wanted
Same.
a friend.
Harry and
Real ones,
Yeah.
and you'd never
Chloe.
go back.
I was totally
I'll be
Mitch.
your friend.
Wow, shitty friendship? No, I feel even worse.
I really don't like Catherine, but I didn't want her to die
I
though.
think the Ark will make it through the
Like,
atmosphere and
not
into
like that.
space?
I mean, what makes you not like Catherine?
If we burn, we
I just don't. She just seems dodgy to me.
We just gave humanity a new chance, a whole new
Actually, I
era.
mean, you're just saying vibes
With the
more
Ark
than
on
giving
Earth,
me
maybe
anything
we
there.
have a few
Yeah.
years of power
Well,
to run.
I've got nothing concrete at the moment, but she just seems very focused. Like there's.
One hell of a gamble, though.
This was never about certainty. It's about hope.
Can I take this, please? Give me that. Okay, I need to swipe the Omni tool. Oh, for God's sake. Do something. Am I missing a step?
Yes.
Alright. I've got to go back down, haven't I?
No, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Well, not yet.
Alright, let me go back down. She's a bossy bitch, that's reason enough, detective. Dude, come on. You can get down the stairs. Oh, these get down the ladder a bit quicker, mate. Come on.
He's missing an arm.
Yeah,
Gee.
yeah, he's not missing a leg though, is he?
Well, no, but have you ever tried climbing with a ladder with one arm?
Yeah, I do it all the time, mate. I'm
I
like,
don't believe you. You're a filthy liar.
God's sake, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh wait, dead woman. Help me out here.
The hint I'll give is think about the electrics.
Ah, okay. I was just thinking actually.
That been too obvious.
No, I think no. In all fairness, I was thinking.
I can see you. Well, you basically worked out by the time I said that. To be fair.
It's that thing I pulled out, wasn't it?
I don't know. I'm gently benevolent. If you were struck in the head with a spanner, I don't think you'd survive very long. And he did poker. He touched the body and heard the black box, and the black box only gives off information once you deed.
There we go.
Crime guy.
Hey. Are you sure she's dead? You haven't poked her to see if she does anything. You always poke any corpses you stumble upon to check.
I mean, to be fair to him, I did poke my grandma at a funeral, so and she didn't do anything, so I was pretty sure she was dead.
Dude, I hope that's a joke.
Obviously, that's a joke.
Ooh. Still doesn't work. Right. Now let's go back upstairs if I can find my way back up the stairs. Let's go. Oh my god. No. No.
Right, there was a reason you needed to turn the power on. I'll say that much.
Right. Let me go back down to that room. There's got to be something in that room then.
I'm very torn between like just telling you what to do because I want to talk about this game.
No, I know.
Also, you know, having the audience actually you know, see you actually play the game.
Yeah.
Which I think, you know, I've done a good job of not being too obvious with hints.
No, you've done me good, mate. You've done me good.
You'll find it.
Oh, there she is. No. So I was just treading all over your body. Okay. Okay.
I'm really not that familiar with guns of any size. Oh, here we go. All systems say go.
Lock and load.
Combat up and we'll head out to the gun.
Now that I think about it, that part probably should have just been automatic anyway.
I know, right?
But it's an, you know, it's an extra layer to the puzzle. I don't hate it.
Are you coming, Catherine? Hit the green button on the terminal next to the arc. Ah, yes, done that.
Yeah. It's a red one.
Right, now presumably I've got to take her out of the computer thing, then put her in the next room. I think it's safe to say I think all the monsters and stuff are done with now.
And we just need to get the shell into the gun and then kaboom.
Aren't you forgetting something?
I think this is the first time you felt safe in this game.
Mate, yeah. Genuinely.
You were scared in Monday, Toronto.
You mean it's a pilot seat? Like back at Omicron?
Yes, and we can use it to transfer you to the Ark while operating the gun. 2 birds and all that. Now, take the Omnitool and plug it in next to the seat and I'll guide you through the final steps.
Dude. I think I know what's going to happen. I'm not going to say,
Yeah,
but
tell us.
no, I'll wait. Well,
I think you should make the prediction, to be honest.
okay, so it's very loud in here. I think we're going to get on the Ark, but we're not going to get on the Ark.
How does that make sense?
Copy paste, my dude, copy paste.
Well, who knows? I mean, anything can happen at this point. This game's thrown you quite a few curveballs.
Well, I just think it's a bit obvious now, isn't it? Because of what happened with us when we went into this suit. You know, we came into the. Oh, come on. You know, how did we get into this suit? You know, it wasn't a. It wasn't a. See, what annoys me is that in the 22nd century, they sort of forgot how to do cut paste.
I'll get into it after the credits.
I'll never get used to that.
Guess you won't have to. Not after this
I
job.
think I'm going to stay silent till the credits at this point.
Okay.
I think it's best just for you to have the catharsis.
Right, let's do this then. See if I'm right. Hang on.
Comfortable?
As good as it's gonna get.
Okay, I'll have to take the seat. You should be able to use the machines to load the bullet you assembled.
Oh, hello. Technical guys. Bear with me.
Happened?
My PS5 remote play just disconnected. Right, we're in.
Oof.
Sorry about that.
Right. I am now going quiet again.
Okay.
Oh, the little PS5 connection came up on screen.
You should see it now. There we are. Right, we're in. Okay, so... Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to pick that up. Okay, and then. Oh, hold it. Okay. Pad's lagging again. Oh, push. I need to push and hold. Push and hold.
There we go.
Ah, that's it. That was easier than I thought.
Okay, ready when you are. Just hit the button and we're off.
But we need to transfer our minds to the Ark.
We also need to make sure it launches at all, so I tied them to a single switch. Just push the button and...
Okay. Let's go then.
Here we go. No turning back.
Here we go, guys.
Thank you, Simon.
We're going into space.
It's an amazing thing you did. And I want you to know I appreciate it.
Time, 20 seconds.
What's the matter with the upload?
Just give it a second.
Thought you guys would have better bandwidth in the future.
Yeah, see, Simon gets it. Wait, I don't like this. Right, she's on.
10
No.
9, 8, 7, 6,
You gotta be kidding me.
Come on, Simon.
4, 3,
Come on, load.
2,
Ah, oh, we're in.
Yeah, we made it.
There it goes.
I'm still here. I'm still here. Catherine? Catherine?
I'm here.
What the hell happened? What went wrong?
Nothing. They're out there.
Told ya.
Among the stars. We're here.
No. We were getting on the Ark. I saw it. It finished loading just before it launched.
Yeah, I saw.
Then why are we still here?
Simon, I can't keep telling you how it works. You won't listen. You know why we're here. You were copied onto the Ark. You just didn't carry over. You lost the coin toss. We both did. Just like Simon at Omicron. Just like the man who died in Toronto 100 years ago.
No, this is bullshit. We came all this way. We launched the Ark.
I know it sucks, but our copies are up there. Catherine and Simon are both safe on the Ark. Be happy for them.
Are you crazy? We're gonna die down here with those fuckers living at large on a spaceship. They're not us. They're not us.
But you're not
I'm sorry you
you.
feel that way, Simon. I'm proud of what we did. We made sure that something of the hundreds of thousands of years of human history survived, that something lives on.
No. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck you. Fuck you, Catherine. You lied.
She
I
didn't.
believed in you. I trusted you. You said we're getting on the fucking Ark.
We are on the Ark, you idiot! I didn't lie. I can't be responsible for your goddamn ignorance.
No.
Catherine?
Oh no.
Catherine? Catherine?
Dude.
I could tell exactly where in the dialogue they were just by the way you were reacting.
Really?
Yeah, there you go. That's not SOMA. Just let the credits run.
Yeah.
Talk, I think. Yeah. Well, you're all right,
Yeah.
and obviously now I can.
Well, I mean, the signs were there from early on. You know.
Oh yeah. It's perfect foreshadowing. It's got the
Yeah.
perfect foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Chekhov's gun and all that.
Mm.
Because copy and pastings, it's indicated right from the start.
Yeah. Yeah, straight away from the from the brain scan in Toronto.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
they tell you it's a copy of your brain. It's a copy of your brain. Then obviously you when you become Simon, Simon 2, when you wake up in is it Omicron you wake up in? No, Pathos.
No,
Pathos 2.
Well, Pathos 2 is the
Pathos
whole
2.
site.
Yeah.
The first one, Upsilon, I think.
Epsilon, that's it. Yeah, when you wake up there, obviously, that's your copy. And even with
Oh wait, finished it at midnight.
Look at that.
Perfect.
But even with what was his name? That Brian Chan or whatever his name was. You know, we had to get the codes off of him. You know,
Oh, Brandon 1.
Brandon 1, that's it.
You bring into life through the
Yeah.
simulation. You have to find the perfect setting to make him not think anything's up.
Yeah.
But when you think about that, is you're bringing someone to life unwittingly in a simulation, and you're constantly effectively killing him.
Yeah.
Which does make you uncomfortable. At the same time, it's it's like a computer program. Are you killing Soma when you turn it off? Well, no, it's not got a consciousness. Okay, well, theoretically can any computer program have a consciousness?
That's it. I mean, look,
that's what's so interesting about this game. You think you can.
I mean,
because you're Simon.
But at the same time, like, do you think you're killing your computer when you switch it off at night?
I hope I am, because I need to teach it a lesson when it doesn't run games properly. Yeah, it's that's what I love about this game. Has so much respect for your intelligence.
Yeah,
it's insane. It's why it's one of my favorite games. I mean, it is a 10 out of 12. I mean, as I say, this thing that stops it being 11 is yeah.
Oh, hello. Hang on, I'm playing.
That's what I want.
Oh my god, am I still?
Out.
Oh, arms and legs. Pathos is as a base name is a bit on the nose. Mr. Gently Benevolent says, "I'm killing TCG when I close this video. Don't kill me, GB." Oh, I don't have a torch.
Wow.
That's interesting. Sunlight. Oh wow. Q Soma 2.
Do you know, yeah. This is probably the second time in the game you've actually seen a tree.
Yeah.
Which is what I really like about this part of the game.
Do you know what I've noticed as well with the controls? This is a nice little subtle touch, but the controls feel a little bit slower to move. It's almost like you're taking it in. Like Simon's taking...
It might be,
yeah. Something over
that
there.
might be just a PS5 thing, because I think the mouse had the same sensitivity. I can't remember though.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't remember that detail if it was slower.
Yeah, it's just it definitely feels like it's
Surely
slow
you know
to
where
turn
you
around.
are.
Oh yeah, I know where I am. This is obviously this must be the Ark. But I just thought I'd have a quick little look around.
Oh yeah, no.
Soaking
Well,
in.
it is supposed to be paradise, which, as you know from listening to Jordan Peterson, means walled garden.
Yeah. Digital
Obviously,
paradise is
Ark
kind of a creepy thing to think about.
Yeah.
Tash says I'm about to die. You hang on. Wait, what?
Oh yeah, I told Tash about this bit. It's great.
What's this here? Calibration survey version 0.3. Welcome. Excuse me. If you are reading this, you have successfully entered the Ark. Get in. This survey is designed to give the developers a better understanding of your subjective experience and how to improve your well-being. Now, the mere fact it says...
Subjective.
Yeah.
Go on.
How would you describe your... Oh, sorry, go on.
I was just going to... Subjective is exactly what they should be looking for, though.
Yeah. How would you describe your physical condition? Well, I'd say I feel normal. Saving. How would you describe your mental condition? Well, that question's a bit annoying because given the ordeal that Simon's been through, excuse me, I don't feel like any of those answers really apply. But if I had to go for the closest one, I'd probably say feel normal. How would you describe your senses? I'm going to say 2. Just because of the comment I made about the about how about the R stick just not turning me as fast. It feels like almost like I said, like he's taking it all in. Like, do you know what I mean? How would you describe?
Sorry, I'm still here.
That's cool.
I'm seeing what answers I gave.
How would you describe the sensation of your new condition? Well, I think it's rather pleasant, actually. Feels a bit... Actually, no, do you know what? It feels a bit wrong. GB. Normal. This is the equivalent of always choosing the no opinion option on a work engagement survey.
Oh, it's not wrong.
Not wrong.
This is effectively a work engagement.
Yeah.
Survey, so.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's pleasant, but it doesn't like. It feels like it's too natural. I don't know. Well,
I'm not influencing you. I'm not saying.
No. I mean, just the sheer fact that we have this thing here telling us you're not in a real simulation. Nah, I don't like it. Are you troubled by the fact that you are no longer strictly human? Yeah. Refuses to elaborate. I do feel like it. Just put it. If it was myself in this position, right? I'm just trying to think how I would feel if I was digitally copied onto an arc. I mean, physically, or how my digital brain, how my digital brain, perceives the world around me would be no different to human. But I think if I was consciously aware of it, then yeah, I suppose I would mourn my previous existence. I mean, I'd still carry on, but...
Well, yeah, mourn doesn't mean you break down and cry and
No.
don't do anything ever again, yeah.
How do you perceive your new existence? Oh, this is a philosophical question and a half, innit? Jesus Christ. It's a direct continuation of my previous self, like a new chapter in my life. It's like being born all over again, a complete do-over. It's something completely different and has nothing to do with my previous self.
I answered this question by now, just saying.
Yeah, I'm just thinking I feel like it's a direct continuation. I've gone from point A to point B. Do you think this new existence will be a life worth living? I suppose. Yeah, sure.
You go with just as much. Do you go with one or two there?
I'm gonna go one.
Right.
Would you rather be removed from the project and accept death? No. No. Thank you for participating. You're welcome.
I think we answered those questions. Well, not completely differently, but I think we only had like one of the same answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we answered them a bit differently, which is what I absolutely love about this game.
Yeah.
Gets thinking about life a bit differently.
Ah, cool. The Ark's got ray tracing.
The Ark does not have ray tracing. Ray tracing didn't exist when this game came out.
Boo, but it's 2104. They've got ray tracing.
It's got God rays.
God rays.
Completely different to ray tracing.
Mate, do you know what? I can run, but I don't feel like I want to.
No, you definitely want to take in this.
Yeah.
This is where you're supposed to feel safe.
Yeah. You say that rather. You say that rather ominously. Oh, Catherine, is it?
Catherine.
Oh, why?
I can't believe we actually made it.
Well, we did.
I'm so relieved.
It's okay, Simon. Everything's all right now.
You saved humanity. How do you feel?
Conflicted.
Well,
Because I know something that Simon doesn't know.
well, that there's another Simon alone at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't matter. Did the Simon who died at Omicron, did he know that that happened?
Well, no, because he was out at the time.
Yeah, and you killed him.
Uh-huh.
Well, you killed the previous self. Why do you care about what your previous self did? I mean, you said it's a direct continuation of your life. Why do you care about the leftovers?
Well, again, you know, the reason why I off the other Simon was because thinking at the time, I figured that, you know, if I was in that position, that's what I would want to do. For me to make it a direct continuation, I would want to make sure that the previous one had ceased to be. Now, I answered that question that way because this Simon doesn't know about, because again, he's too ignorant. He's too ignorant to the fact that, you know, when he transfers, he copy pastes, and so if I had that same ignorance, then I would see that as a direct continuation. But if I was on that arc and they were like, oh yeah, by the way, then having that awareness would change my perspective.
Well, to put it in terms of the game, you are, in real life, you would probably kill yourself as soon as you got scans, be a continuity, continuity existence. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, that's a good point actually.
Yeah, that's why I love this game. It was completely foreshadowed, and you don't realise, but because you're probably thinking at that point, why are all these people killing themselves? They're mad.
I was.
And now you're like, oh yeah.
Oh my
by
god.
the way, Catherine's a full face.
Oh yeah.
It's it's another thing I love about this. Even the menu is part of the story. So you completed SOMA. I mean, there are very many existential questions to ask about this game. But,
definitely.
You seem to enjoy the gameplay alone, which
Mate.
is another good part of it.
You know, I am that kind of guy who doesn't look too much at the philosophical side of things. You know, I play game, I enjoy game, or I don't like game. But having said that, this game did make me think, and I think the way that they embedded the sort of the philosophical conversation they were trying to have in this into the gameplay, I thought was genius.
I can guarantee you'll be thinking about the concepts alone of this game for months. I still think back to when I played this game, and I'm like, oh, I'm sure there's something I missed. It was such a good way of asking you, essentially, what is the human experience?
Oh, definitely.
Or you know, a bit more religious. What is a soul?
Yeah.
Because it's a thing. It might not be as relevant to you because you're not religious, but you know, theoretically, if there was a god and if there was a heaven and hell, is what you do as a robot, will that affect what happens to your soul?
Dude, no, just to clarify, I wouldn't go as far as say I'm not religious. I used to be, but I think I don't subscribe to a specific religion, but I would sort of see myself as more of a deist than anything. You know, like, is there a higher power? Well, I don't know, but I mean, then, you know, there's so much we don't understand about the world and the universe and everything. I don't think it's something that can be ruled out, and
so fair enough, but
yeah,
if there, I don't know if you believe if there's an afterlife or not, but say there is a heaven and hell, is what you do as a robot after your physical body died, would that affect kind of what happens at the Golden Gates of the St. Peter there?
The crux of it, I would probably say no.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, you're just chips. You know, your code, your zeros and ones. No different to the computer that I'm looking at now. No different to the software that we're using right now to have a conversation with. You know, you're not in the room with me, and yet I can hear you. Well, that's because there's technology doing that, and that technology essentially would serve the same purpose there. Yeah, I mean.
So, just to build on that, if that's the case, why did you have such a visceral reaction to Catherine, who is essentially, as you say, just a computer program?
Because
you hated her.
I hated the way. I hated the way she was coded, my dude. which was
You-
a copy of her personality. So you know, there are annoying video game characters. Like I love Trevor from GTA 5. I love Franklin and Michael. You know, they're great characters, but they're not real people. But I still have visceral reactions to what they do in
and
the
in your
game.
mind is Catherine? Well, I mean, obviously she is a made-up character in the story, but
Yeah.
obviously we're asking if the story is real. If the story was real, and Catherine was acting that way, I mean, I get that when you're, say, watching a play, which is a bit more real, or a film, you have characters you like and dislike, but with Catherine, it is actually a bit more. It's a lot more personable.
Yeah,
because she does essentially call you an idiot at points.
Yeah, well, right at the end.
You do take that, and you do take that personally.
Yeah.
So it's a bit more than just you know, I like Trevor and Michael and Franklin from GTA 5, but this is someone who is actually talking to you. You're playing as Simon, you're role playing, and your head does get into that point, and you can tell because you absolutely shut yourself.
Well, like I said, I tried to put myself in Simon's shoes rather than play as Simon. I was trying to play as myself, experiencing. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that.
Well, that's the point of the game.
Yeah.
And that's. Go on.
And no, I was saying, and it encouraged me to do that in a really sort of clever way. Because I could sort of separate myself and just be like, oh, this is Simon's experience, not mine. But it's like I wanted to empathize. I wanted to, you know, get into his shoes, and I wanted to try and experience what he was experiencing and ask those questions of myself. You know.
Yeah. Well, even when you were metagaming and you were like, oh, I'm just gonna kill myself to reset this portion.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, you could tell it was breaking, but even at the end, you still saw yourself as Simon, and even when you saw Catherine, you're like, is that Catherine?
Yeah.
You could tell in the inflection of the end of the sentence, you were quite happy to see it, even though you hate her.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Well, it's just a familiar face, isn't it? You know.
Well, exactly.
And I suppose, you know, in the situation they were in before, you know, it was quite a pressure cooker environment. So, you know, she's obviously got this. She quite clearly had this objective. Her face is separating. Is it separating or is it?
It's kind of splitting in the menu.
Yeah.
That's what you mean, yeah. It's splitting and showing a kind of red light of, you know, really she's an AI, but she's not at the same time because you're not acting like she is. I mean, just for reference, this isn't her on the screen that you've got on the stream. That's not Catherine.
No. Oh, so I'll just bring that up so the guys in the.
No, I know. I mean, an interesting thing about this game is that I think they had like an 8-part miniseries on YouTube.
They did, called Transmission.
Called. Yeah. I've never actually watched them.
No, I haven't. I'm going to, off the back of this. I wanted to complete this first before watching it. And I only know about that because, again, this is from Mauler's review of it. I didn't even know that existed until then.
Mauler, yeah. I think it actually all came out before the game, but it gives you a bit more
an
insight into the people living there and how the WoW and structure all worked. And I've only seen it from Mauler's review. I will probably watch it because I think it takes an hour to watch them all. I think or something.
Yeah, I think it was only like a mini series, wasn't it? It wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which honestly, a lot of people say you can only make Soma as a game. I think this would make a great film.
I agree.
You don't get the choices, obviously, but. Well, it was one of the most watched games when it came out. I mean, I've watched you. I'm sure. I mean, I know Tash enjoyed watching you as well.
Oh, that's good to hear.
She constantly texts me. It's like, oh, is he safe? I'm like, yeah, he's perfectly safe, but he doesn't know it, which makes it very entertaining.
Oh, dude, I still remember the opening when I got out of the chair after the brain scan, and just absolutely crapping myself because lights were flickering, and it took a good like 4 or 5 parts for me to not worry about the music as well.
Well, it's the music, and you even said at one point, it's like, oh, why is the game telling me how to crouch? Right?
Yeah,
because it's trying to scare you.
Yeah.
That's why. But I don't want to say that because it's really funny.
Yeah.
Because even especially on the first part, you're perfectly safe in this game up until that arena where the construct comes in. But you're hearing so many sounds, you're seeing so many lights. It's putting you in a position where you don't feel safe.
Yeah, and it does
even
it
though
so.
you are.
Yeah, and it does it so brilliantly.
Yeah, and it's hard to translate that to a film or a TV show. But Mike Flanagan does it well with Bly Manor and Hill House.
Yeah.
Especially when you start noticing the ghosts in the background, and this does it by just fractional. I can't remember what they're called. They knew how to make horror games with Soma and Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and then ever since then they've just been awful.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because their newest game, their latest game, Amnesia Rebirth, they kind of do the Amnesia setting where it's like, oh, you don't know what's going on, you've forgotten what's going on, you're just going through these motions. But Amnesia: The Dark Descent was so good because I think you had 2 or 3 monsters in that game, and that was it. You had like an insanity meter and all that, and there were mechanics to get you to not look at the monsters and avoid the dark, and all these great mechanics to get you in the right sense. But then, there were no jump scares in that game. Any jump scare was natural, if you know what I mean. It was from the way the AI is coded. It's like the jump scare be you turn a corner and you see a monster in front of you.
Yeah.
It wasn't coded to specifically do that though.
Right.
Amnesia Rebirth, they literally had jump scares. It's like randomly in the game you just have like the screen would go, hit at me, it go like here's a scary monster right in your face.
Right.
And people complain and they're like, this isn't what you used to, like what is this? And they said, oh, they're not jump scares, they're fear flashes.
For God's sake, what's
and
the
it's like, right, that's the same thing though.
Yeah.
And I'm amazed that the same company made this game and also said that, because this game has no jump scares.
What I'm assuming they had the same sort of like production team or development team. Were there anyone different? Because I know one of the things, like, just to talk about GTA 6 for a second, I know one of the big things of that is like people like Dan Houser, Laszlo, and there's a few other people who like worked on. In fact, I think it was a woman, I can't remember her name, but she's worked on all of the GTAs up until this point. Like Dan Houser, Laszlo, and this woman have all left, like big like names who like culturally like quite significant to the GTA franchise. They're gone, and that's one of the things that's like, really made people worry about this new one. I'm still cautiously optimistic. I don't want to talk about a certain thing that happened a while ago because I know Take-Two were getting a little bit antsy about it. But I think, because I saw Lotus Eaters talking about it earlier this week, the back end, I think it might have been over the weekend. And Harry seemed very pessimistic over it. And he's convinced it's going to be an absolute shit show. I'm holding on to the hope that it will be good, but I suppose we'll have to wait and see. But
but to the point, it's clearly there's a different team, and you're not looking forward to it in the same way you were looking forward to GTA 5. So,
no,
and that's what's happened to frictional games.
Yeah.
Frictional, I can't remember.
I love it. But, GB just says, mate, he needs to change his channel name, I swear to God. The Spice Girls weren't impressed with the GTA event. Yeah. No, they weren't. Spice Girls, I love that. Good old horror show.
Yeah. I know, though, with Soma and Amnesia Rebirth, they changed writers. Like, the writer for Soma was... He wrote other really good games in the past, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. But they didn't get rid of him. They just didn't hire him again and hired different writers instead. But if the man wrote a game like this, he's clearly a genius. Which is such a shame, because obviously gaming isn't as niche as it used to be, but this is quite a niche game even at that, because people don't typically go for horror games.
Yeah. Talking about what you were saying about making this a movie, I can see it. And I would support the idea. The only thing that it wouldn't be the same, because again, you're not the one in control. You know, you're just an observer, looking in. Whereas the beauty of this game is the fact that you are the one that's in control. This is why I don't play horror games. I can watch horror movies because I'm just an outside observer looking in, but I hate horror games because I'm the one who has to do the controlling. And as you've seen, ladies and gentlemen, over the last 8 weeks, I don't have the best composure.
I love how it's taken you more gameplay time to complete this game, but it took me longer because I had a massive break between part 2 and 3.
Right.
So I was just like, do I feel like playing the horror game this weekend? Not really. And then it kind of expanded from there, and I forgot about it a bit. And I'm like, oh, I should go back and play this and finish it. And then I did, and I'm like, right, remember everyone, this is where we got up to. we had just seen Johan and Ross stare at us. Let's finish the game. And I didn't realise I was only an hour and a half off. I definitely would have finished it.
Yeah. So to be fair, like I think given where we started this week, I think I could have stretched it out a little bit. You know, I could have finished the game. I think last week.
Yeah, but I'm glad you didn't, because I'm glad we have the time.
Well, you were
to
drunk.
Talk about it here.
You were drunk and tired.
Yeah, but I'm drunk and tired now. I'm still
talking
about it. Yeah, but I know what you mean about making this film. This as a film would not make you ask the questions in the same way.
No.
In a film, you'd be like, why is Simon being an idiot? When you play it, you're like, I understand why Simon's being an idiot, but please, Simon, please
stop being an idiot. Yeah.
Oh, you're like, stop being an idiot, and then I will answer the questions as Simon myself. This is how I feel, and Simon's just a conduit for me to ask these questions. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, this game literally makes you ask, what is the human soul and the human experience?
Yeah.
And apparently, it does make you think you can clearly experience it, even if it's an AI, because you were scared to death, essentially. And I was too. I was scared in my playthrough.
Yeah.
Even though and you know, you can say the same thing for films, but it's a bit different when you're controlling the character.
Oh, so much so, isn't it?
Like, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, think about, I don't know, what films have we watched on Proper Horror Show stream that involves running away from monsters? I know it's a lot, but
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead, maybe. Yeah,
there's a lot of running away from that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh, you're being entertained by the chase. In this, you're not really being entertained by the chase.
No, you're literally running for your life.
Yes, you are entertained after you finish the chase.
Yeah.
And you feel safe.
Yes.
In my opinion, that is a much better feeling than what I get from films.
Yes.
Which is obviously you're enjoying the whole thing, even if you don't realise it. In this, you're not enjoying being chased by it. Like the bit where you're running, the bit where you did like 4 laps. In the Mercury.
Oh, is that when I had to get to the little shuttle tank thing while I was being chased?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
You had to like plan out your route.
That's right.
And I was kind of like, I get why you're doing that, especially because you planned out the route and screwed it up within the first attempt after, which was entertaining for me. But I was kind of like, that's where games fall down a bit. It's you start understanding how the game works, and then you're trying to like work around that, which, to be fair, with this game you do need to do that. You will need to do that if you can't. So I was quite lucky the first time there. I did just choose directions and happened to be lucky and get them right.
Yeah.
So I do get that, and it does. You need to get to the next point after that as well.
It's interesting what you said about.
Scared even when you do it like the 5th time.
Yeah. Well, I was saying, I mean, when you said that, and you were saying like you got entertainment out of that, I still can remember how frustrated and how pissed off I was getting. You know, it was a different experience.
And you were still getting scared as well.
Yeah, but I tell you, the second I got into that little shuttle, right, and shut the door. I think
the sigh, yeah.
go. Well, it wasn't the sigh. Go back and listen. You'll hear me go yes. It was like was like
sigh of relief.
It wasn't a sigh of relief. It was like yes, come on. Like I actually felt like I'd moved, because I was already I was literally having a battle in my mind. Like I'm genuinely going to give up at this point. I think I'm going to stop. I'm going to start. No, carry on. You can do this. You can do it. You can do this. And it was a genuine sense of achievement, you know. And it might sound silly, but dude, I don't play horror games, and I felt like after switching off at the end of each session, I felt a little bit proud. You know, I felt like, I'm actually facing a fear is probably a bit extreme, but I felt like yeah, I'm actually achieving something by actually playing this game, I am a little bit bummed out that it's finished. I'm not gonna lie. I know I was sort of saying previous streams, oh, you know, I can't wait for it so I just want to get on this, but I'm like, I could have done a little. I feel like I could have done a little bit more.
Yeah, I wish this game was a bit longer. And they did, well, originally, you know, the Johan Ross, his, I think they called it the devil, they called it like the devil model or something.
Right.
But, originally he was supposed to be a monster that chases you, but they ran out of time or development or just couldn't find a way to fit it in.
I
So they were
see.
just like, oh, just make him the. But you were still scared by him.
Oh my god,
quite
petrified.
clearly.
Petrified.
Which is, well, yeah, he's a scary monster, and he's. I mean, every time he comes in, obviously he screws with your screen, and
Yeah.
he's, as every other monster does, and he's speaking directly to you. And I could kind of tell you were half listening to him, and then eventually you did start listening to the whole thing, and you're like, oh, he is actually friendly, and he's not going to kill me. I did feel like saying at that point, well, no, he'd kill you by now if he was.
Well, that's it. Yeah. It was like with the bit when he's like, "I'll follow you," and I'm like, "No, you won't." No.
Yeah, but then you're like, oh no, he is actually trying to help. But
Yeah.
then he does, as Catherine does, he's just trying to manipulate you. And
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I do have to kill you, I'm afraid. And then you get the Leviathan Ex Machina, which I think they could have been a bit more clever with that. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, you do everything else so well. I get why you got slightly lazy there, but I'll take it.
We'll give it.
But no, the progression of this game is just so good, and really, you're probably actually in true danger for about 10% of this game. You don't feel it.
No, you don't feel it at all. No, again, looking back at it, there was only like a handful of instances where, you know, there's a real genuine threat, i.e., the construct or the what are they called? Acres. Oh my god, Acres, man. That was
Acres and his proxies,
petrifying. The proxies. Yeah, awful.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Even with the construct, and the thing is with this game, if I played it again, I'd probably know how to manipulate the AI. I'd still probably, well, and you would, but you'd still probably be scared. So like, the construct's a basic one. Just stay out of this line of sight. Can hear you a bit. Akes and his proxies, they're all blind but can hear you. So either make distractions or stay away from them.
That screaming lady with just the underpants.
I think she's called Robot Head.
Robot Head, yeah. So, you know, you move very slowly and don't make a noise.
Well, that's what got me at that bit. You worked that out quite early, and you still, like, at the end decided to, like, make a load of noise and run.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you doing that
Because
now?
I was scared. Because I was scared, dude. That's why.
Yeah.
Like I said, you know, my composure, like... But then, you know, at the same time, I was chucking things at her as well.
Yeah, and I think she gets. I think she activates as soon as she gets hit by something.
Well, that's the thing. I threw several things at her. She didn't activate. It wasn't until I got up and started running off. Because I stood up and legged it, and I think I kicked something, and then that's when she went off on one.
Yeah, and then it's one of the few times they actually script a scare event. But you know when you were crouching past her and tried to get to the end of the corridor. Yeah. As soon as you enter that corridor, she activates.
Yeah.
And you know that obviously from a first playthrough, but you still find a second playthrough entertaining because one, it feels like a genuine threat, and two, they just make the perfect atmosphere for a game like this. I mean, even when you were on Delta, where Acres, you know, was solitary and you had the robots just swimming around, you're perfectly safe on that island. But you still felt scared. Oh. You're like, should I go in here? Is there a monster? It's like, no, you're perfectly safe. You don't know that though.
No.
That's what's great about this game.
Yeah.
And even the sort of things like I don't think you noticed it, but I noticed it in my playthrough. When you're in Theta or wherever Acres is, I think it's when you go towards the dormitories. There's a closed door, and after you get Brandon 1's security code, as you go out, the doors actually open slightly, and I think you see like a hand or something drooping out.
Right.
Yeah, you miss stuff like that. And I know in Omicron, I had to mention like, oh, the guy on the floor is breathing. Like, pay attention to that. Then you come out, and I had to mention he's missing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What? Where did he go?
You don't know. No one knows. He just in the game code, he just disappears. They just change it, but it makes you think it's like in story wise. Oh,
was he even there?
He wasn't dead. Where'd he go? Like, who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
Johan Ross moved in, the WoW moved him elsewhere. Who knows?
Because there was
He
like
might be
a
another.
because
Go ahead.
because I know you pointed out that he disappeared, but I did notice as well there was another like robot kind of thing like on the floor as well. At one point, I think it was in the same. I think it might have been in the same sort of area, but it looked like an actual robot that was on the ground. It just looked really out of place compared to all of the other things that were sort of spotted around the game.
Yeah, no, that's they designed it. They designed it on so many levels, like so many levels like that. It's you got the basic one of your basic Hassan Piker streamer, the man with no brain cells.
Yeah, yeah.
You will just be scared throughout this game, and then there's another level of the basic stuff of is Simon Jarrett human? Would you consider is okay? You do. Oh well, we'll put you in this difficult situation of do you kill your old self or do you let him live? Which I think it's a massive shame, but I wish that they recorded all these decisions like Telltale games do.
Yeah.
But unfortunately they don't, and I wish they did with the the little questionnaire at the end.
Yeah.
I really do wish that they recorded the first time you can do it. Well, unlike Catherine's computer, there's the what do you call it? The preliminary one, which is the same questions then on the art as another. And it's like from that bit to the other bit, I'm pretty sure I changed my opinion on things. I'm sure you did. But it's hard to remember. But this is why I'm glad we stream them because we can check.
Yeah, I'm just so the guys know in the chat. I'm gonna put these into like a one big sort of super cut, so that if I'll keep the streams up obviously, but I'll make a super cut so it'll be like a however long playthrough this is, and I'll stick it on the main. I'll stick. Yeah, I'll stick it on the
hours.
About that, but I'll cut out some of the like rambly bits. I'll keep this bit in, of course. But yeah, I'll make it seamless, so we go from one to the other. Yeah.
God, but then there's the other layer of the things I mentioned that I missed loads of stuff in my first playthrough. I'm sure.
Yeah.
That I forgot from Maulers, but even when you were watching Maulers.
Yeah, I to be fair, I was trying not to listen too much and trying not to, because I didn't want to catch any spoilers. So I was really sort of selective about what I was listening to on that. So like the ending, for example, I didn't know it would end like that, but I could just excuse me, I knew that it was going to be the case that if it was successful, it was going to be a copy, because you're being told that throughout the game. This isn't this isn't a cut and paste job. This is there'll be 2 of you, 3 of you, 4 of you if they were all alive at that point. Mergus just asked if either of us have read Altered Carbon or seen the TV series. Same feeling.
My dad has.
I'm aware of Altered Carbon, the TV series. I haven't watched it or read it though, mate.
Yeah, I've not seen or. Did you say read it? Is that a book?
Read, yeah.
I didn't know it was a book. No, I've not seen or read it, but if it's got the same concept, I'm definitely interested. It's such a this game essentially asks you what is life.
Yeah.
And I know the game essentially forces you into it, but I think of every playthrough I've seen in this game, everyone is determined to get the Ark into space and thinks it's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it's a good idea. I still think it's I still think it's a worthwhile objective. I still think that even though it's not exactly what humanity would be, it's the nearest you're going to get to it. It's a document. Essentially the way I look at it, it's like a document. Like how Voyager 1 has like the old disc with all the codes and things like that, music and attached onto the plate.
Oh, from Star Trek.
No. In real life,
Oh.
real life, Voyager 1.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's based on.
Yeah, it,
Yeah.
you know, the one that's out there in the outside the solar system now. Actually, it's actually gone out of it.
Yeah,
but you know,
is that the thing? Is that the thing where a NASA scientist asked, like, "Oh, should we put some bark on it?" And then another one replied, "Oh, that'll just be showing off."
don't know, but that's.
No, that is because doesn't the first Star Trek film they like find it out in space?
I don't know. Maybe, probably.
I can't. I've never seen it, but I've never seen a Star Trek show, let alone. Well, no, I've seen the new films, but
okay.
I don't. I've heard I may as well watch the old series, which I probably will. But no, as you say, it's okay. If it's more a document of human life and a simulation, I mean that's the worst thing you can say about it. Why not do this?
Yeah.
Rather than
exactly. I mean, there's no negative. I can't think of many. I can't think of any negative reasons to why not to do it. You know.
Just to play devil's advocate on that. It's an abomination. It's a bastardization, if you will, of humanity. It's not really what we are. But at the same time, as you say, the human race cannot help but explore and try and survive. And okay, everyone died. You killed the last person, you bellend, but
she wanted to go, mate. It's not like. See, that's another thing as well. People try to compare Simon 4 killing Simon 3 with taking out the last human, and sort of people who may have not taken out people who may have not taken out Simon when he got into the deep suit, but took out the last human. And you know, for me there was a big distinction with that. I mean, obviously I was consistent. I ended both of them, but like. The former scenario, the first scenario, would be is more of a case of what would I want to do in that, you know, what would be my preference in that position. And I think if we were to make the continuation argument, well, okay, now I'm in the deep diving suit, this would be my continuation, therefore end the previous incarnation. Which now I think about it, and obviously, you know, when you mentioned it earlier, and sort of hark back to the, you know, the continuation cult that they were doing, it just is so eerie.
Yeah.
But the last human, I can't remember her name. Let's call her Karen for the sake.
Sarah Lynn.
Sarah Lynn. So, but with Sarah, you know, that was her making the expressed wish. You know, her saying, you know, it's my time. She's gonna die anyway.
Well, what I love about that bit, even with you, I mean, you were trying to make jokes through it, but that was more of a cope to, I think, try and not think about what you just did.
In all seriousness, yes, because there was you know.
I'll put it this way: I am yet to find a playthrough where someone, one, doesn't kill Sarah, and two, doesn't wait for her to finish what she has to say.
It's true. Yeah.
Everyone cares.
Yeah.
Everyone, and it's a pre-recorded like speech from some random person, but it's like when you watch a film or a TV show that you're really interested in. That's where this game leads up to. It's right. You have the choice. Do you want to kill the last person? Basically everyone. Yeah, because it's a wish. Oh, you're even gonna go as far as to have a last wish of stay with her while she just talks nonsense. And it is literal nonsense.
Yeah.
It's just, I lived in Greenland. There are 12 million people. I like the trees there. That's basically all she says. And it's like, man, humanity's last words. It's not quite Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, Greenland has trees.
Yeah, it's something. But it's as I say, it's the layers of this game. You know, surface level, all scary monsters. Deep level, you've just killed the last person, and you are willing to hear out her, final prose. You know. That would go down in history books if there was any more history to write for the human race.
Well, that's it. That'd be written on the Ark.
The last record of that.
Well, yeah, Simon can write that on the Ark.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the aliens can come along and boot up the Sims, and then just pop them into the little Simonian world. And have
Well, if
them.
there is any, if there are any aliens in this universe, but yeah, it's, God, I love this game. I mean, even if you watch this, it's worth playing through. You'll playing this game, you will forget all of the tricks against the AI.
Yeah.
I literally had to tell you at some point, and you still ignored the advice.
I know.
Because
I
you
was
were
so bad.
scared. Yeah.
Like even like I say, like going back to it, even yeah, because it wasn't just the bit where oh, do I not look at the guy? No, you're supposed to look at him, and I completely sort of blanked you. The other bit was the the little wire that you had to try, the line that you had to get aligned, the wobbly line to get the suit activated. I believe it was.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
even then, like I was still rattled from what was going on before. I just wasn't.
Well, that was straight after Robot Head, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was like screaming in the chat. It's like, oh, is frequency 3?
It was frequency 1 actually. I kept going for 3.
Yeah, and you're like, no, I'm pretty sure that's 3. I'm like, no, that's definitely wrong. Please change it.
Oh, thank God you don't know where I live. You could have come. You were
were
ready to come down. Yeah, you were ready to come down.
But I think that's the one part that frustrated me to the point where I was like, I'm just gonna tell you how to do this bit. This should be simple. But yeah, even. I mean, that's the other. As I say, like, there's a load of foreshadowing in this game, and even the direct stuff, like Terry Akers basically telling you exactly how his monster works, which is all. I can hear the dreams. I'm putting everyone in a lucid sleep. I've taken my eyes out.
Yeah.
And then you actually see it, and you're like, oh. If you paid attention to all that, you know exactly how he works.
Exactly.
To be
Yeah.
fair, you did know he was blind till until you just. I thought, what was it? I think you saw him, and he was like, "Oh, he's there. Oh, I'm just gonna run." I was just like, "No, he's blind, not deaf, you
That's
idiot."
Well, here's the thing again, right? I knew he was blind because I found his eyes, didn't I? I found his eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, this I sort of go back to the just absolute sort of state that I get myself in when I play these games.
Yeah.
Or I don't even play these games. That's my point, because I don't like getting in this sort of state. I completely just the thought of him being blind just completely just left me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's a great thing about this game.
It worked.
This game truly terrifies you.
Yeah.
Truly terrifies.
Yeah.
It terrified me, and you know, not to toot my own horn, I have a good memory, and I've seen Mauler's video quite a few times. I basically half knew how the monsters worked. I was still scared out of my mind.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a pro gamer, I managed to avoid most of them.
No, you've done very well. I can now go and watch your final part now.
Oh, yeah, I think like here I just talk for quite a while because the game makes you want to talk.
Yeah.
This is essentially the video game version of The Wire, except that not everyone's played it, which I'm so sad about. Do you know the main reason this game isn't more popular?
No.
Mauler does mention it. Joseph Anderson made a video about this game. It's got like over 1 million views, and he basically says this game isn't scary. It's not a horror game. It's up its own bum, basically. And I can see why Mauler made his series based on those comments alone.
Yeah.
And it's why he gets called a massive faggot.
Dude,
Joseph Anderson.
I'll say Joseph Anderson, mate. If you ever listen to this, Joseph Anderson, you are talking shite. This game was fucking petrifying.
This game probably more streamers have played Amnesia, but I think there's more compilations of people playing this game being scared out of their mind than the Amnesia. This game, I think what it is the variety of the way monsters work in this game. Because you know, when you got, I think the tentacle monster's called Jin Yoshi or something.
Right.
But when you saw that monster, like, as you say, you said what you needed to do. You couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Your head wouldn't let you.
Yeah. There were so many times in this game where I just physically froze. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't go out. I can't go through the door. Like right at the very beginning, Acres was one of the bits. Just so many times I'm like, I can't keep doing it. I can't do this. I can't go to the next bit. And just
it's a common thing, you know, when at the end of the Acres bit, you're putting the thing in the lift.
Yes.
lift core button, whatever.
Yeah.
You do that. As soon as you do that, he does scream. I don't think he did for you.
No, he did. He does chase you. He does.
He did,
Yeah.
he did scream.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, he's programmed to chase, but I don't know if he screamed for you.
Oh.
Well, either way, you and absolutely everyone else that played this game went straight into that lift and was like, "I'm pressing any button here. I don't care. I'm getting away." That is perfect, effective horror in a game.
Yeah.
It's it was a perfectly crafted moment, and the other good part about that is that there's a whole story to tell of what happened with Akers when he got in there. You see the hospital bed he was on. You see, I don't know if you went in the room, but I know I did. You like go in a room with some woman on a chair and she's just breathing really laboured-like.
Right.
While she's got structure gel all over her. Yeah, Terry Akers did that, and you know, you can either work it out or there's something that explicitly tells you a bit more explicitly. And then obviously you have Brandon Wong through one of the data mine things. It's like, oh, he's a hero. Or you find out where he ended up. You can tell Akers trying to get in because there's a window half smashed.
That's it. Yeah.
And you know, there's multiple ways to do that. You can either smash the window by finding something heavy and smashing it through, which obviously works on Akers. Or you can do what you did, which was what I did as well, which is find the security office, unlock the door, and then go through the quiet way.
Yeah.
Which is a lot more helpful. And the way the AI works in that moment, I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but it is quite unique. The most least spoiler way I can put it is essentially Terry Akers can teleport, but he will only teleport some distance away from you if you fill certain criteria, mostly involving noise. So you are actually safe if you just crouch around that bit.
Right.
For a certain amount of time. But yeah, you don't know that, and you keep hearing his, his croaks.
Yeah.
And that makes you shit yourself.
It's just like the cramped hallways as well, man. Like just the environment, just really the environment itself, especially in the Akers bit for me, just really.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was watching that bit with Tash at my sister's, and we had it on a big screen. And I think you were so scared you didn't even realise that all the lights cut out.
Do you know what? I didn't think they did. I didn't realise they did.
Yeah, you didn't know. That happened. I was just like, he's so scared he didn't even notice that. And she was like, because Tash doesn't watch horror films, let alone horror games. She was like, totally like cuddling into me for security, and I'm just like, yeah, he's actually perfectly safe at this bit, but he didn't know that.
Yeah, so you just stay there.
Yeah.
Jenny Benevolent asks if Anderson isn't he the massive who did the Mario's jump video?
No, that was Greymaker's toolkit. Is that Brown Table?
Amogu says Eclipse Phase, the TTRPG, also deals with the mental copy singularity, mental downloads.
Oh, nice. No, Joseph Anderson didn't make the Mario jump video. That was Game Maker's toolkit, but I can't remember the guy's name. To be fair to him, going through some of his videos, his newer stuff doesn't seem as stupid, but I don't think you've seen the EFAP crime guy, but essentially this guy made a video about what is the secret to Mario's jump.
Right.
And he makes an 8-minute video explaining the mechanics of jumping in all different games. Finally, after 8 minutes, gets onto so what is the secret of Mario's jump? Well, that's a subject for another video.
No.
It's like honestly, I'll try and find the EFAP and send it you, because Rags absolutely loses his mind. That bit is like, why would you make a video called "The Secret of the Jump" and then say it's for another video?
That's
Because the guy is infamous. I mean, I've sent you Mauler's videos of Goodell, where every April Fool's will make just a stupid video of EFAP quotes. He bases the voice off the guy, because the guy's whole shtick with his YouTube channel is he won't necessarily say anything wrong. It will just be stuff you already know.
Right.
Like he will explain to you how WASD will make you move on a keyboard, will make you move on PC games. where he'll
Right.
turn that into a 10-minute video, and it's just like, how have you done this?
Now that takes a
But I
certain
s-
skill, to be fair.
It does. It's his videos are amazingly boring, but then he's got pretty good videos about how you don't get lost in the new Metroid game. And when he goes through, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I kind of did notice that, but he's put it in like a good style of a video. But then he does stuff like the Mario Jump video, which is honestly incredible. But yeah, that wasn't Joseph Anderson, and it was an incredible EFAP, as Gently Benevolent says. I think if you're ever going to get into EFAP, I probably would recommend that one.
Right. I do. To be fair, I do watch quite a bit of EFAP. I like this stuff. Yeah.
If you've not seen that one,
I haven't seen that one,
oh
though.
my, oh, that was the other thing about the video. It does. So you know, if you say press A to jump, how would you describe, like, what would you say that button's doing? Not like in terms of jumping, but as a generic kind of what a button does. It makes you do a, action, let's say. That's how you'd put it. So instead of saying that, he just says, "Oh, buttons make you do versatile verbs."
What?
And it's like, what are you fucking talking about? So anyway, we've gone off track from Soma because I don't want to get distracted because it's what I love about EFAP. They won't go into detail about why Soma's so good. They will just say play it. But then you've got Mortal's video, of course, to watch, which you did watch, and I did watch before playing it as well. But even so, it doesn't. It spoils everything. But you forget about all that when you've got chased by the big bastards.
Like I said, when I listened to it, I intentionally had it on as like background noise while I was doing like work.
Yeah.
So I didn't really take a lot of it. And to be fair, I was more interested in sort of listening to the Amnesia side of it than the Soma, because obviously I was playing this, so I didn't really want to sort of take it all in. But yeah, I was, because for the record, I'm not playing Amnesia. Get fucked. Not playing that.
I'm thinking of playing it.
Are you? I'll watch it. I'll watch you play it. I will watch you play it. But I actually might go and watch Markiplier play this now, as well.
Do you watch Markiplier play?
Yeah.
It's the one that
Morley used, yeah.
Yeah, that and Christopher Odd. He used, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise that. I didn't realise that Markiplier played this, and I do watch a lot of his videos. Actually, he seems like a genuinely nice guy, and it shows in his videos.
Oh no way! It's a meme fab that. Is it a meme fab where they go through the? Sorry, I'm looking. I'm trying to find the Mario Jump video. Oh no, I found it. Yeah, I'll send it you after.
Sweet.
But the other one where they go through a I think it's called Mark Brown, the guy that does the videos, but the other one they go through had my favourite EFAP moment of all time, where one of the guests says, "Spanish is everywhere. It's like wet bread." And I'm going to leave that there because you need to see the whole. I think someone clipped that bit, but you need to see the whole bit of that because the guy's just like, yeah, it's like wet bread. Like, I know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
And then he meant a different word. And then he used it in the complete wrong context there.
That sounds like something I'd do. To be fair.
Yeah, so I'm sure if Gently Benevolent's still watching, I'm sure he knows what I'm talking about. But again, we've gone off sober. But to be fair, it's 1 a.m, and I'd be all right. I'm tempted to set up another stream just talking about this with you, but I think I think just kind of slowly bringing it up every time I'm on, say, Proper Horror Show stream again, or or online again.
Yeah, speaking of that,
I think dedicating it would, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of that, when are you popping back on Horror Show? Hey, Bilbo.
She has messaged me about. I think she wants me to watch Cabin in the Woods, so I know I'll be on for that.
Excellent. We need to convince her to do a Soma Horror Show stream.
Well, how will we do that, do you reckon? Just us talking while she asks. Well, to be fair, we could get her to watch all of our playthroughs.
Yeah. I think, yeah. I mean, she makes us watch like House on Haunted Hill or whatever it's called, and Bly Manor. They're long series.
Oh, but they were very good.
They were very good.
So I must have told you this, that I watched the final episode of Hill House and it started make me tear up a bit. And my phone went off and then it's like, oh, the Queen died. And I'm like, oh no!
Oh no, you didn't tell me.
No, I'm crying a river. I was all amped up to cry, and then the Queen went off and died. I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
oh, I'm really sad.
Morning, Bill. Yeah, morning, Bilbo. We're all done, mate. We finally beat the game. I am here, but I'm off to a Zoom meeting now after pretending to work. Good man. But I think I know the bread reference, though. He says. And Mergu says get waifu to play it. Proper horror show will add commentary. That's a good idea.
Is waifu a gamer?
I don't know.
I think she might be.
I'm not a horror gamer, but dude, I mean, if I could play this, she could play it, and yeah, get that would be quite intriguing, actually. Yeah, horror show. If you listen to this on the playback, play this game on your channel.
When you listen to this the night before we get onto the proper horror show podcast to talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get waifu to do an all-day stream.
Yeah, no, because you can complete this in 8 to 12 hours.
Oh yeah.
That is a day. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, easy. Now I can put some clean trousers on and rest easy. Bilbo says I can. Yes. To be fair, this one wasn't actually as bad. This final part wasn't too bad tonight. I only shit myself like twice.
You were perfectly safe throughout this part. Obviously, the Leviathan, but as I said, I don't think the Leviathan actually kills you. I think it just moves you back down the straight you need to get up.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
I think so. I can't. Well, I only got caught by it once. I don't know if it kills you, but I don't think it. I'm trying to think back to Mauler's video, but I'm obviously gonna watch this after this. Well, tomorrow, but because I'm caught up with each one. To be honest, I might watch the Mark Brown, the Mario jumps if I think.
I've got that link you sent me as well, dude. I'll go and check it out.
Yeah. For those listening, it is EPAP number 26, which I didn't think it was that early, but it is. So.
Oh wow.
That was. Did they make it to 200? Yeah, they just made it. That was 4 years ago.
What, 26?
Oh, cripes! Yeah, that was about 4 years ago, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, 2019, 3 years ago. But well, February 3.5 years ago. Then that's still. I feel really old. I feel like EPAP only started last week.
Well, dude, I mean, I want to feel old. I mean, 2016, man. Like, it feels like a life.
6 years ago.
I know, it feels like a lifetime ago. Even before that, 2015. I mean, I was. I heard of Thunderfoot like back in I want to say 2012, 2011. I was watching, I was watching Thunderfoot content back then.
My original, I guess you call it encounter, but the first time I ever heard Thunderfoot was on the big Brexit stream that Carl did.
Oh, that was the first time that's the first time.
That's the first time I heard.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I was quite late, but I mean, I'm a massive gamer, especially back then. So I did hear about Gamergate, but I just didn't pay attention because I'm just like, this is boring me. I don't really care.
To be fair,
I just want to play games.
To be fair, I wasn't even really tuned into Gamergate. I wasn't really in. Yeah. Because I saw.
You're tuned into the politics, I imagine.
Loosely, I think I was because I kind of just like listened to the arguments really. I mean, I sort of had an idea in myself as what I believed, and I was just out there like consuming opinions basically. And Thunderfoot was one of the early ones that I called because I know. I mean, I suppose. I think now I think about it, I suppose I could have said that I was aware of Gamergate because I know that he was involved with the whole Anita Sarkeesian thing. And he made a lot of videos, but I didn't think it was Gamergate. I just put it down to like general criticism and critique.
Yeah. And now it's everywhere. Which is a good thing about it. Because this is a game where there's actually quite a lot of diversity when you think about it. It's not forced. I mean, the whole point is that clearly you've got kind of a worldwide government of some description, or at least there's no nations at war indicated from the game, but the last woman you kill, she's from Greenland. Johan Ross is British.
I think, yeah, I think, I
the
think,
original robot suits American.
yeah, I think what this game does actually is it sort of just it shows how humanity puts into perspective the situation when it's faced with a cataclysmic
crisis.
yeah, because you know they're all aware. It's almost like, you know, it sounds silly, but like Independence Day, for example, you know, the old '96 film, where, you know, it's just the world comes together in a time of crisis, and Soma demonstrates that in subtle ways, just through how they sort of introduce characters that you will sort of like data mine throughout the way, and just like the little notes and the like,
and it doesn't feel ridiculous. It's
no,
just like, oh,
yeah,
of course these people are just scientists. They're just trying to survive. I don't really care what they look like or sound like.
exactly, yeah, you know,
they all do sound American.
Yeah.
They're all not. Though even that would make sense, because obviously they'd probably learn English through Americans. So. But as I say, I mean, it is 1 a.m. and I do need bed. But I love this game, and I'm very glad that you play through it. And I've been entertained every Monday. And I'm gonna miss coming back from football, having a shower, and then being like, oh, that crime guy's online playing my favourite game. Let's see what he gets scared of this week.
Well, we're gonna play Hidden Agenda next week, and that in theory could be as little as a 1-part series. We're gonna go back to some of the detective sort of stuff for the time being. I don't know if I'm gonna play a horror game again, but we will. We'll see.
You better.
You're
gonna play a horror game again. I'm gonna make you.
I will say though, I have thoroughly enjoyed playing this game, and I genuinely feel like I've personally achieved something, because, you know, apart from PT, this was, and like, even with PT, I had my wife sitting next to me. It was like lights were on. I was in a good atmosphere. Here right now, I'm on my own. I'm in the dark. The only thing lighting the room is the screens that I'm looking at right now. And I've been doing that solid for the last 8 weeks for 2 hours a night, an hour and a half, 2 hours a night, and I have shat myself.
The only person to help you is me, really, isn't it? Which is more help than I got, but
yeah, I know.
I'll say I'm a pro gamer, so
exactly. You don't need the help. I'm just a filthy casual.
Well, to be fair, you, especially with the Leviathan at the end, you got that straight away. It's just, I mean, the monsters will scramble your brains.
Yeah, I played to my strengths, mate. I just ran and hid. That's all I did.
What you want. Dear.
But yeah, I think we should wrap up here.
Everyone should play this game, though.
Definitely. I 150% recommend it. Don't listen to that Anderson geezer. He doesn't know what he's talking about. This was petrifying. Yeah. Is a weapon, mate. This was a terrifying game, but at the same time, it was incredibly philosophical, and the way it wove it into the story and into the gameplay, I think, was just incredible. I thought we did a brilliant job.
Before you wrap up,
go for it.
How many burgers?
Oh, I was going to get to that. I would probably I'm going to give it 11 out of 12 burgers.
Nice.
With lots of structure gel in place of ketchup and mechanical buns. It loses 1 point just for that little Deus Ex Machina bit at the end, but otherwise I'd say, do you know what, perfect. This was brilliant. And it just when you look back on it, like I say, looking back on it, there's not much to be scared of, because there isn't really that much of a threat in the game when you actually look back on it. But the way that the game sort of sets the scene and the tone, just, you feel scared all the time.
Well,
and
yeah, I mean, we perfectly timed this, really, because a month from now, I think Maul is planning to play Soma again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so watching him play it again, I think will be interesting. So he might have forgotten where he's actually safe. If watching through this again, if I play this tomorrow, I know exactly where I'm safe and where. I agree. I mean, if I pick this up again next week and just sort of, we're going to do it again, see if we can finish it quicker. The fear factor now for me is more or less gone, because I know what's going to happen. I think if I play through it again, I think I'd be just scared.
Maybe, but then you haven't played it for like a year or two, have you?
No, but watching it's reminded me of where I'm in danger, where where they're just manipulating your sense of fear. Going in this game blind is the perfect way to play it. So if you watch this whole series, you've ruined it for yourself. But...
Sorry. What about yourself though, man? What would you give out of 12?
It is 10 or 11. I don't know which. I want to say 11 just because the concept alone's worth 11. But then it's so expertly done. But I think I'm a bit harsher on the ex machina bit of the squid, of the Leviathan. But also, as a geologist,
oh no,
I don't see how this makes any sense. Because I think Pathos 2 actually, I think there's coordinates in the game of exactly where the base is located.
Right.
And it doesn't make it's supposed to be on a mid-ocean ridge, which doesn't make any sense because you've got like the high up, what is supposed to be a continental shelf, because where when you find it's called the Fleshy, but the thing that teleports, and it's got like a scuba diver's head.
Yes.
Well, that's what it looked like. Yeah, that's supposed to be like 60 meters deep. But it's like if you're near the mid-ocean ridge, which it's supposed to be, like, no, that's not quite how it works. So I'd have had it as Pathos 2 as a continental shelf area.
Right.
And then Thighs, like, way down. They just needed to change the placement of it as well. It's the little details like that which I'm a stickler for. But as I say, they are tiny details, and I'm going to let subjectivity get me this time. I will say it's an 11 out of 12.
Excellent.
Which, with extra barbecue sauce, which is obviously the structure gel, and there's no cheese. even though Catherine can be quite funny.
Yeah. Catherine, actually, speaking of Catherine's character, actually, you know what? Excuse me. The ending, I kind of sort of just instantly turned when not my opinion changed, but I mean my perspective of her changed in that. Yeah, she seemed quite annoying, but actually she just had one mission, and that was to get the Ark lifted off. And I think the way that her character, because again, you're sort of told as well that she's not a very talkative character, and that's demonstrated at certain points where Simon's trying to open up and chat away to her, and she's like, yeah, nah, and then she's like, yeah, I'll talk to you in a bit, and then switches off. You kind of think, oh, it's quite annoying, but actually it kind of fits her character quite well. And then
she's definitely manipulative.
100%, because she doesn't lie to Simon, but she does omit the truth. Like, I mean, right at the very end, we'll just get you transferred on to the Ark and that's all sorted. And she's like, oh, I told you, it's a copy paste job. It's like, but at the same time, like, Simon should have really realised that that's what happens, because not after the first or second time that he swaps bodies, but definitely without a doubt when he went onto when he went into the deep dive suit and had to make that choice to keep him alive, keep the other one alive, or kill him. The penny should have dropped to that point.
At the same time, I would mention he does have brain damage, and that is what it was scanned. I think that's what they're going for with. That's why he's. I think Joseph Anderson describes him as just, Simon's just an idiot. It's like, no, he's not an idiot. It's just, and also, obviously, it's we're on this mission. You get a bit of a god complex of I'm the savior of humanity. You don't necessarily think about that stuff as well.
True.
And as Catherine says, she knows that he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
And that's where the manipulation comes in, which I love. Because she's manipulating him, because otherwise he'll have an existential crisis and might not want to do it.
Yeah.
And I she'll probably think of that, especially after she finds out she died or got killed by her colleagues.
That's sad.
See why she plays it close to her heart.
Yeah, she doesn't even really react to that. Well, she doesn't really. Well, she reacts to it in that she's like, why would they do that? But it was more. I don't know. It just felt more inquisitive than anything. Like she to me felt really disconnected from who the real Catherine was.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what's another great part about this game, Catherine and Simon have completely different reactions to the existential crisis of kind of what is human.
Yeah.
Catherine just doesn't care.
No.
Her body was just a conduit.
Yeah.
For her consciousness.
She even says that, doesn't she?
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, it just feels, she's like, it doesn't feel that much different now. Except I feel like I'm floating.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas Simon is very much. I mean, I know the player gets to make the choice, but even if you don't, he's clearly a continuity type character.
Mm.
He would kill himself
Yeah.
if he was scanned, I reckon. So, but as I say, I just love this game to bits. I've got a weird reaction with games. Not reaction. I've got a weird system with games. I always say if I play a game again, that it's like a really good game that I'd recommend to someone. Hence, I started playing Cyberpunk again, so I will recommend that. I don't think I'd ever play this game again, but I'd still recommend it to everyone. And as I say, the reason I wouldn't recommend it again is because I think I'd remember everything and feel too safe in it.
Yeah.
And the whole point of playing this game is that seeing you play through it's just having to explain to Tash, like, he's actually perfectly safe in these areas. And he doesn't know it, but you not knowing that is a massive part of the experience. And as you say, after getting through all the monsters, finishing the experience, you wish you could have it again.
Yeah. Like,
you will always wish you could have it again.
Yeah, you can play this. You can play. Yeah, this game for me has replayability because you can go and you know there's more things that you can do and explore and stuff like that. But you'll never get that first experience of playing it again.
No. And Witcher 3 is like that as well. Cyberpunk, I think, is like that as well. Look, there's plenty of games where you've got loads of choice and things like that. And I think with Cyberpunk and Witcher though is that it's got combat in it. It's really good to do, but the main reason you'll replay this is to try and recapture how scared you were the first time. But as I say, if you understand how the AI works, it's just not going to be the same. But they make the atmosphere so well, it'll still be somewhat effective.
Yeah.
Especially with Acres, because, man, I might go back through and see how you first react when you first hear his scream. Because it's something else. But anyway, I think I could suck this game's dick all night, but I do need to get to bed sometime.
Yeah, same here, man. I've got work. I've got to be up in like 4 hours for work. But yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
Fuck that. Right. Thank you for having me on.
No worries, man.
I'm making a video tomorrow. There you go. That's all I have to show.
Excellent stuff. Yeah, no, thank you very much for sticking around, mate. And I'm really glad we got to have this chat post game.
Absolutely. There's so much we could talk about. Let's just cut it off now.
Yes. Let's stop it. Man, you look after yourself. Take care, mate.
You too.
And I will speak to you soon.
All right. See you
All
later.
the best, man. Bye.
Bye now.
There we go, guys. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for sticking around and watching me play SOMA for the last 8 weeks. It genuinely has been a really, really good experience. I'm really, really glad I actually got to share this with you all. Sincerely, I genuinely mean that. Like I said, I don't play horror games, and I definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. And sounds cheesy shit, but I genuinely mean that. Like, I'm actually really pleased that we managed to get this done, and now we can move on to Pastures New. So next week over on this channel, the second channel, as promised, we will be playing Hidden Agenda. That might be 1 or 2 parts. It's not a very long game, but from what I can remember, I think it's only like an hour and a half, 2-hour game. But yeah, so we'll be playing that, and also the rebrand to Freaking Florida Fridays has officially taken place now. So we've moved that back over to the main channel, and we are going to be playing Who Wants to Be a Floridian again over on the main channel, and that's kind of going to be the mainstay. We've made some slight tweaks to the rules, so as opposed to it being 15 questions, I've increased it to 21, and excuse me, and we'll keep the chat, we'll keep it like you guys chat versus my guests, but rather than have you all answer the questions at the same time, we're going to sort of take it in turns. So it'll be a turn-based system, so that we're not getting instances where we had last Friday. It was very sort of pilot, tweaking it, where we had the majority of you, the majority answering the same questions each. Although chat are current Floridian Air champions after winning 13-10. So hopefully you guys will be able to retain your title, but you'll have to wait and find out until Friday. Also, the video that I had written up, scripted a while back, I've scrapped. Just I lost the love for it, but I've started writing a new one, and I've also put a structure in place now to try my absolute best to get stuff done weekly on the main channel as well, new content. So there will be a new video out, not this week but next Thursday, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna have a consistent upload date and time, so I'll be uploading videos at around, I'm sort of undecided on the exact time, but I'm contemplating doing it at 7 p.m. on Thursdays, but it will definitely be Thursday, but I will set like them up for premiere, so you should get notifications about half an hour before they're due. But yeah, so I won't say too much about what the case is, but what I will say is it's a bit of an older one. It took place in England, and it was the crimes took place in 1946, so I'm doing a proper old one. I do like the old cases. I do like them. Yeah, no, it was a really fun stream, Bilbo. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the concept. The thing is, with the Florida Man stuff, I mean, it's all well and good, like having the articles to go through and having a bit of a chuckle with them, but I just felt like the format got stale very quickly. And so I just wanted to sort of spice it up a bit and make it a bit more interactive for the for the community that we're trying to foster here. And so, I figured, what best than to do like a sort of like pub quiz type thing. Of course, I mean, not everyone's going to like it, but that's what the main content there's for as well. But I want to kind of like sort of set myself apart from other sort of true crime channels where they just do the uploads and don't really do anything else. I want to try and have that interaction with the people who take the time out of their day to watch my videos, subscribe to the channel, support me in all sort of all the ways. I think that's important. But yeah, what I would say though is with the Floridian Airstreams, we'll call them, after I've uploaded one, or after we finish streaming one, the previous one will be available to members, so members will still have access to sort of like the library of those quizzes if you wanted to go back and have a look at them again, but there'll only really be one sort of quiz up at a time for those who haven't got the memberships. But if you want to watch them, then you got you'll have a week, and you can also catch them live and take part as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how things go with the channel. But again, I'm rambling, so thank you ever so much for sticking around, guys. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you over on Thursday over on Proper Horror Show's channel if I don't speak to you before. But all that is left to say is until next time, take care and goodbye for now.